Hi my loves, I intend you guys are doing well. I just woke up and I felt drawn to make this video, so there's no makeup on and I still have to talk, okay, because I feel somebody needs to hear this. Maybe some of you really need this. Now, I'm not sure how long this video is going to be for, because I will bear all my thoughts and understanding on God, on what I believe God is, who God is, and if it resonates with you, fine. If it doesn't, you can just let it fly. Do not bother, okay? You can just click off. Okay, so I have been receiving questions on, I want to manifest this particular thing and God's not listening, and is there karma involved in all of this, okay, and a lot of other stuff, okay. Now I will speak from my understanding in my journey right now, wherever I am, and I am pretty much sure that it's going to help at least one of you. Now when you use the term God, you have to be very careful about which God you are implying, which God, okay? The God that society has trained you to believe in, or the God inside you. And I'll tell you what God is in my opinion. Now when I mention in my videos, if you have been following me, when I talk about infinite intelligence, I imply God. You may call it the universe, the higher self, the God self. However, for me, God is infinite intelligence. However, do I still have an altar at my place? Yes. Do I do my puja every day? Yes. Why do I do it? Precisely because I love them. That's all. Do I constantly ask for something or pray for something? No. I'll tell you why. Because when God for me is infinite intelligence, God knows what I want. It should be taken care of. What is the point of constantly asking some God for something? Right? Because God is infinitely intelligent. God knows about me better than I know about myself, maybe. You know, the God that the society has asked you to believe in. Now, let's come to manifesting. Your story is God. The dominant story that you have is God. Let me expand. When you are praying, can you pray to God? Of course you can. However, when you are praying, you have to ask yourself, sit with yourself, go within and see what is your story and what is it that you're praying for. If your story is, I don't know why I don't have this, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I don't know, like, should I do some more techniques to get this thing, and your prayer is, please give it to me, most likely that is your reason for struggle. Because you praying is fine, however, you are still God. Because consciousness can only experience a few things in the 3D through your frame. So, when your story, dominant story, is coming from the identity of a victim, you are actually not praying. you are begging. The identity is of someone who's begging. So, you will have to ignore all the noise around me today, as you always do, because it's Sunday morning, the windows are open, it's raining. There is no God apart from your story, apart from your dominant storyline, apart from your dominant narrative about your reality. Because since God is functioning through you, infinite intelligence is functioning through you, whatever you say, you're that powerful that whatever you say is a yes. That is precisely why I do not really ask for something as such. I say like, you know everything, so handle it for me. Or I say like, it's taken care of by infinite intelligence through the path of least resistance. The only thing that you have to do is to be aware of your state. When you're asking for something, like, it is the line that says, pray and believe that you've received it and it will be given to you, So, praying is not begging. Because there is nobody deciding whether you should get something or not. This is precisely why I wanted to make this video today. There is nobody up there deciding whether you will get something or not. No, you will decide. If you feel that you are deserving of it, you will get it. As far as karma is concerned, unless you're doing anything to intentionally harm somebody, it's all good. Because we are talking about infinite realities and possibilities here. So the very fact that you're asking God for something, no, I framed it incorrectly. You can ask God for anything. However, where are you asking that from? That's relevant here. Are you begging or are you praying? Because begging and praying have become synonymous these days. Your story is God. Now let me come to this part, because this is very important. The dominant story that you're telling yourself, what you constantly think about, you become. You embody that version of you. You can fake it till you make it. You pretend, do whatever. Your techniques, whatever you're doing. Why are you doing them? To get into the embodiment of the person who already has it, which implies your story is God. Your dominant story is God. Nothing in my journey right now, like where I am right now, nothing can make me go back on this. Because whatever you're dominantly feeling about yourself, whoever you're dominantly identifying as, your 3D is mirroring that back to you, reflecting that back to you. That is how powerful you are. So God is inside you. The Spirit of God is inside you. Divine is inside you. You should take some relief in the fact that there is nobody egotistically, like the society has made us believe, deciding whether you should have something or you shouldn't. You decide that you should have something. You should have it. You should get it. You are the one who's in power here. God has given you that power. Infinite intelligence is functioning through you. If you feel you do not deserve something, you won't get it. That's how powerful you are. If you feel that you deserve something, then you will get it. That's how powerful you are. You are God. And if that's really uncomfortable for you to absorb and internalize, God is functioning through you. There is no other God. At least there is no other God that the society has made you believe in. And for the ones who will ask, like, so are you trying to tell me that faith in God is redundant? Absolutely not. But faith in God is also a repetition. Will you disagree with me on that part? When you say, God's taking care of me, God's taking care of me, God's taking care of me, that's your repetition. Your repetition has become your embodiment. You have become that person who's identifying as somebody who's taken care of by God. Hence, the repetition has to be reflected, and that person is going to be taken care of by God, because everything is repetition. So if you believe that you believe in a particular God, and you say, I have complete faith, He is going to take care of me, that's your repetition. You have repeated it enough for it to completely manifest itself in your reality. So even faith in God is an assumption, is a strong belief system, which implies there is no God who's deciding whether you'll get something or you won't get something. It's not possible. It's your story. Only your story. It is only your story, the one that you're repeating. If you repeat that, yes, I believe in this particular God, and I know this God is going to fulfill all my wishes, it's a yes. It's a yes. Because your story is God. Whatever you're saying, that is the most important thing. Whatever you're thinking is the most important thing. Nobody is deciding. There is, like the society has made you believe that there is some egotistical God who's deciding whether you should get something or you should not get something based on some karma, is crap. Because all you have is now. What is the point of bothering about what you did in your 10 million past lives, which you do not have any evidence of right now? All you can do is, and correct me if I'm wrong, all you can do is fine-tune your awareness right now. That's all. That is all you have. And that is the maximum power that you can have in this body. Fine-tuning your awareness to what you want right now. I'm seriously intending that the noise around me does not bother you as much. But I still have to be expressing myself right now. There is no God deciding if you should get something or not. God is an assumption. So when you're making an assumption about God, make a good assumption. Why are you making a wrong assumption that he or she is constantly judging you and punishing you for all your karmas? Why? Everything is an assumption. Everything. Just because you have a belief system does not mean that's a fact. Let me repeat this. Just because you have a few beliefs and you feel they are set in stone, that does not make it a fact. The very fact that I rushed to make this video is because there is too much freedom when you understand that there is no egoistic God who's constantly judging you. It's the society. It's the society. It's your conditioning. It's your programming. It's your social conditioning that has made you believe that way. You are God. God is functioning through you, if that's more comfortable to absorb. If you say you're healthy, yes. If you say you're not healthy, yes. So whenever you speak, whenever you think, you should be thinking like God, because you're God anyway. You should not be thinking like a human, because your story is God. That's the only God. So if you want to believe in a God outside of you, that's completely fine. But ensure that the story is in alignment with what you wish to experience, and repeat it, even if you do not believe it, even if you do not feel it. Okay, this particular God loves me, takes care of me, protects me. I'm divinely blessed and protected always. I'm favored always. I'm divinely favored always. God takes care of me. My life is smooth and easy. Everything is perfect because God takes care of me. So your story around God, if there is an external God that you believe in, has to be conducive. Ideally, you should not be believing in a God that society has made you believe in. The egotistical God who wants you to constantly learn lessons before you get your stuff. That's a conditioning. That's not the truth. Another most important part of this video. You guys have started resonating with struggle. You guys have started resonating with pain. You guys have started resonating with constant lessons and constant healing and constant I lost track of that word. Anyway, you are resonating with somebody who needs to constantly do something, do some inner work and healing to get what you want. The inner work is fine-tuning the story and repeating it. The only inner work is fine-tuning the story and repeating it till you become that person. The rest is going to be taken care of. So, stop resonating with anything that does not give you peace. If the thought comes, reject it. Not my reality. I do not like this. I block it out. Stop resonating with struggle. Stop resonating with pain. Stop resonating with constant life lessons. Stop resonating with challenges. Stop resonating with problems. You have to stop resonating and identifying with anything that you do not want to experience in your life. And you can do that because you're God. If your dominant story is I can get my SP only if the healing is done, only if so much inner work is done, only if my generational trauma is resolved, only if my inner child is healed, you are conditioning your success and validating your failure. You don't have to. You just have to sit with yourself, see the storyline, and fine-tune it where it needs to be fine-tuned. God is not egoistic. God is not angry with you. Because that God, that egoistic God, is a creation by man to exploit another section of the society. That God is not real. Stop identifying with a God that the society has gradually, strategically, and slowly and softly massaged inside you to believe in and live in fear for the rest of your life. Stop falling for that definition of God. That God does not exist, should not exist in your reality. The God who is constantly testing you. That God is created by some man ages ago. Just to exploit the ones who have a weak storyline. Don't fall for that God. That God is not real. Because if at all there is a God outside of you, it's logically impossible to believe that an all-forgiving, all loving God is constantly testing you. Is it believable for you? Not really. I have been educated in a convent school, and I remember the first thing that I learnt as a child was to pray to Jesus. Okay. And there was a time I felt more connected to Jesus than to Ma Durga, because I am a Hindu born. Society's labels, yeah. That doesn't change a thing. Because if I feel that Jesus takes care of me, and if I feel that Ma Durga or Ma Kali takes care of me, it's the same thing. They should both represent infinite intelligence. They are not there to sit and dissect how mean of a person I am or how good of a person I am. They are beyond that. That's for humans. That's for humans. Infinite intelligence is not really bothered about your karma. Your awareness is your karma. What you're putting your focus on, how happy that makes you feel, is your karma. If you're not feeling good about doing something, that's your karma. The moment you start doing something, feeling something, thinking something that makes you feel ecstatic, euphoric, you've shifted your karma. It's all you. Everything is you. The point being, stop resonating with a God who's constantly judging you. That God does not exist. You have been made to believe that that God exists so that you can constantly live in fear. Of what you are doing wrong. You're not doing anything wrong. There is only one God, and that God is either you or is inside you, functioning through you. The Spirit of God is inside you. So if you believe you can have something, you can have it. Why? Because you're God. If you believe you cannot have something, even then you are right. Why? Because you are God. There is nobody outside of you deciding whether you're deserving enough. Only you can decide whether you are deserving enough. The moment you decide you are deserving enough of everything, then infinite intelligence will automatically start working to morph everything and mold everything according to what you are dominantly telling yourself, dominantly embodying your story. Only your story is God. So be very careful of what you are repeating to yourself. If you say, I cannot, that's precisely why you are always in God's state. Because you're always deciding. Ideally, the God state should be stuff where you are constantly saying the right things for yourself, for your people, you're speaking the best things for yourself into existence. Each time you open your mouth, you should say things which you want to experience. And if you said something which you do not want to experience, please don't beat yourself up and start panicking again, because you are God. So change it. Change it. Okay, yeah, no, I don't want that anymore. This is what I want. So this is who I am. I'm deliberately repeating myself so that you understand. Your dominant story is the only God that is determining everything in your reality. So start affirming that my life is euphoric, it's ecstatic. I am in absolute bliss, ecstasy, love, joy, happiness all the time. Become that person. Stop falling for limited crap constantly just because you have been conditioned to believe them. That's not true anyway. Let me repeat myself. Just because you believe some crap does not mean that's true. You have believed that is true for you. You can change it. I intend this message reaches the right people. Because there's so much to do on a Sunday morning, and I'm sitting here filming a video just because I want you to understand. Do not punish yourself with an assumption that there's some God up there punishing you. That's a program. Throw it away. Just discard it. No one is punishing you. Your dominant story is punishing you. See? Your dominant story is God. No one is punishing you. Your dominant story, the narrative, is punishing you. Change the narrative. Make your life one of bliss, love, joy, and of success. You deserve to manifest everything that you want. Yeah. I intend the message is properly conveyed. I'll leave you at that. Yeah. Okay. A couple of things to wrap up. Your dominant story is God. Your dominant story is God. And the second thing is, stop resonating, identifying with misery, pain, frustration, triggers. No. There is nothing undesired. Either it's your desired reality or it's not your reality. There is nothing called, there is no room for pain and suffering in your reality. Live in a way that your body starts celebrating your presence in it. For the ones who wanted me to speak about health, affirm stuff like, my body constantly celebrates my presence in it. Because you're God in this body. So affirm stuff like, or live like, my body is celebrating my presence in it. There's no room for 3D triggers or anything. Either it's your desired reality, absorb this, okay, like loop it a few times. Either it is your desired reality or it is not your reality. There is no undesired reality here. Either it is your reality, and if there is anything against it, that's not your reality. Completely chuck it off. Thank you for watching. And this one is a little different, so I'm seriously intending that you find peace and the love that you're looking for, because you deserve it and nobody is denying it to you apart from you. So stop denying it to yourself. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great Sunday. Bye.